Ever seen someone push things way too far? Someone so full of themselves, they think they can mess with anyone, or anything, without consequences? Buckle up, because you're about to witness a moment where arrogance slammed headfirst into a wall of quiet, controlled power it never saw coming. Imagine this, a picture-perfect small town, the kind where everyone knows everyone, and the biggest excitement is usually the weekly bake sale. Sunshine warming the quiet streets, folks sipping coffee outside a cozy little cafe. Pure tranquility. Then they arrive. A motorcycle gang, engines snarling, leather jackets gleaming. They rumble to a stop right in front of that quaint cafe, instantly shattering the calm. Leading the pack is Taylor Harris. Big guy, tough look, thick beard, always grinning like he owns a place. Here's the alpha, the joke cracker, the one always itching to prove how tough his crew is. They are looking for kicks, a place to maybe stir things up a bit. Heads turn. Locals, used to their peaceful bubble, instinctively lower their gaze, hoping the bikers will just move on. But Taylor? He lives for this attention, thrives on making people nervous. He scans the scene, that cocky grin widening, and then he spots them. Sitting patiently near the cafe entrance, two absolutely stunning dogs. A golden retriever, all soft fur and gentle, trusting eyes. Beside it, a sleek, muscular Doberman, poised and alert, the picture of discipline. They are calm, well-groomed, clearly loved. Taylor smirks, nudging his buddy. Check out the pampered pooches. He laughs loud enough for everyone to hear. Bet they got it better than us. His gang chuckles along, used to Taylor finding target for his fun, and here's where it goes wrong. Horribly wrong. Thinking it'll be hilarious, wanting to show off, Taylor lifts his heavy biker boot. Not a savage kick, maybe, but deliberate. Mean. He gives a gentle golden retriever a sharp nudge, hard enough to make the poor animal yelp in surprise and fear, stumbling back, those soft eyes wide with confusion. Instantly, the Doberman is on its feet, tense, protective, but holding back, showcasing incredible training. But the town freezes. Time stops. The air crackles. People in the cafe gasp. A waitress drops a tray, the shatter echoing in the sudden, dead silence. A kid's ice cream scoop plummets to the pavement. This wasn't just a prank. It felt like a violation. Taylor laughs, pleased with the reaction. His buddies join in, though maybe a little nervously now. Chill out, it's just a dog. Taylor bellows, loving the shockwaves it created. But here's the twist. Here's what Taylor and his crew, in their puffed-up arrogance, have no idea about. Inside that cafe, sitting quietly near the window, nursing a simple cup of tea, is a dog's owner. And that owner is Michael Jordan. He saw it all. He heard the yelp. His hand, holding the teacup, pauses midair. His gaze, usually calm, sharpens, locking onto the scene outside. He sees his Golden, scared and confused. He sees his Doberman, loyal and ready. And he sees Taylor, laughing, oblivious. Slowly, deliberately, Michael Jordan sets his cup down on the saucer. The soft clink sounds like a gunshot in the tense silence of the cafe. The owner rushes over, pale-faced. "Sir," he whispers urgently, "I think that biker just made the biggest mistake of his life." MJ doesn't respond. He doesn't need to. He simply stands up. Calmly, methodically. He's not a man who needs to shout or posture. His presence alone radiates an intensity, a silent promise of consequence that stills the entire room. As he moves towards the door, people inside exchange wide-eyed, nervous glances. They know the stories. They know the discipline, the focus, the real skills hidden beneath that calm exterior. Outside, the laughter has faded. The bikers feel it too. The way the townsfolk aren't just scared. They are waiting, expecting something. Unease creeps in. Taylor, one of the younger guys mutters, "Maybe we should bounce." Taylor scoffs. "Why? It was a joke." Then a shadow falls across the pavement. Michael Jordan emerges from the cafe. He moves slowly, deliberately, his eyes locked onto Taylor. Not with rage, but with something colder, more focused. Something dangerous. For the first time, Taylor feels a prickle of doubt. A knot tightens in his stomach. His face tough guys before, but this is different. The man's utter lack of hurry, the coiled energy beneath the surface, the way he commands attention without a single word, it's unnerving. MJ stops a few feet away. The silence stretches, thick with anticipation. "You kicked my dog," Michael says finally. His voice is quiet, level, but carries the weight of rolling thunder. Taylor tries to bluster, rolling his eyes. "Hey," just a little nudge. "Buddy, relax." He forces a laugh, but it sounds hollow. His gang behind him shifts uncomfortably. MJ's gaze doesn't flicker. "You think that's funny?" Taylor shifts his weight. Suddenly, the crowd feels suffocating. His gang feels distant. "Didn't mean nothing by it," he mumbles. "Just having fun." Michael tilts his head, a flicker of something unreadable in his eyes. He takes one slow step closer. Taylor swallows hard. "You want to have some fun?" Michael asks, his voice barely a whisper now. "Okay, let's have some fun." Before Taylor can even process the words, MJ moves. It's a blur, effortless. One moment Taylor is posturing, the next is hitting the dusty ground with a heavy thud. MJ didn't throw a punch. A perfectly timed shift, a subtle leg sweep, and the big biker's balance is gone. Taylor lies there, blinking, stunned, the wind knocked out of him. His gang gasps. Their invincible leader, floored without a visible blow. MJ stands over him, expression unchanged. Not so funny now, is it? Embarrassment burns Taylor's face red. He scrambles up, fists clenched. Pride overrides fear. "All right, tough guy," he snarls, lunging forward, swinging wildly. MJ doesn't even seem rushed. A smooth sidestep, a quick wrist grab, using Taylor's own momentum against him. Taylor finds himself stumbling, crashing through a wooden cafe table, splintered wood and shattered dishes flying everywhere. He groans, tangled in the wreckage. Michael surveys the mess, then looks down at the biker. "Is it over?" he asks, almost conversationally. But Taylor's pride is a stubborn beast. He pushes himself up again, ignoring the pain, ignoring the shocked faces of his crew, ignoring the quiet satisfaction dawning on the townspeople's faces. He charges again, desperate. This time, MJ meets him head-on, not with anger, but with precision. A single, controlled strike to the chest. Not bone-breaking, but sharp, perfectly placed. It knocks the air clean out of Taylor's lungs. He stumbles back, gasping, clutching his chest, legs suddenly weak. He's never felt so utterly dominated in a fight. His gang sees it clearly now. Their leader is hopelessly outmatched. They start backing away, avoiding eye contact with the calm storm standing before them. MJ steps closer to the gasping Taylor. "You kicked my dog," he repeats, his voice still level. "Now you know how it feels to be helpless." Taylor's heart hammers. Fear, cold and real, finally cuts through the bravado. But in a last, desperate act of foolish pride, he fumbles in his jacket, pulling out a small knife. The blade snaps open, glinting in the sun. A collective gasp ripples through the onlookers. A weapon. Surely this will change things. Michael Jordan just sighs, a flicker of disappointment crossing his features. "You really don't learn, do you?" Taylor lunges, knife aimed low. But MJ is already moving, faster than thought. His hand darts out, clamping onto Taylor's wrist with vice-like strength. A smooth twist, leverage applied perfectly. The knife clatters harmlessly to the ground. Taylor cries out, pain shooting up his arm, knees buckling. MJ holds a grip for a moment longer, locking eyes with a terrified biker, reinforcing the absolute control he possesses. Then he releases him. Taylor stands there, shaking, defeated. His wrist throbs. His pride is shattered. His knife lies useless at his feet. He doesn't dare reach for it. His gang watches, stunned into silence. The golden retriever, the initial victim, calmly trots over and sits by Michael's side, looking up at him, then over at the humble biker. Justice served. Taylor takes a shaky step back. Then another. "Let's go," he mutters to his gang, unable to meet MJ's gaze. One by one, shamefaced, they slink back to their bikes. As they prepare to leave, Taylor still avoiding eye contact, Michael speaks one last time, his voice carrying clearly down the street. "Next time, Think before you try to prove how tough you are. Taylor flinches but says nothing. The roar of their engines firing up sounds different now. Not powerful, but frantic, defeated. They speed away, leaving the small town, and the man who effortlessly dismantled their leader. Behind them, silence hangs for a moment, then relief washes over the town. Whispers turn into smiles, then quiet laughter. The cafe owner steps out, shaking his head. Quite the show, Mr. Jordan. Michael bends down, gently checking on his golden retriever, who responds with happy tail wags. The Doberman remains watchful. An elderly woman approaches, beaming. That was incredible. You taught him a lesson he won't soon forget. Michael offers a small, rare smile. True strength isn't about showing off, he says quietly. It's about control, knowing when and when not to use it. The little boy who dropped his ice cream runs up, cautiously petting the golden. Is he okay? He's fine now, Michael reassures him, ruffling the dog's fur. He stands, dusting himself off. Think I need another cup of tea. The owner grins. On the house. You earned it. As Michael Jordan walks back into the cafe, his loyal dogs flanking him, the townspeople watch, a mix of awe and gratitude in their eyes. They witness something unforgettable, a quiet man, pushed too far, responding not with rage, but with calculated precision and undeniable strength, all to protect what he loved. The bikers learned their lesson. The town learned about quiet power. And maybe, just maybe, Taylor Harris started a long journey towards understanding what real toughness looks like. Incredible, right? Sometimes the quietest people carry the biggest impact. A story of respect, consequences, and why you should never mess with a man's dog, especially if that man happens to be Michael Jordan. What did you think of this showdown? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love stories about legends showing their true colors, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Fame Finder, and ring that notification bell. We dig deep to bring you the most fascinating moment from the lives of the famous you won't find anywhere else. Thanks for watching, Fame Finders, and we'll see you in the next video.